Product photography can make or break sales, and it can be very tricky, but over the years, I've gotten a lot of experience working here at Digital Goja. I'm going to share some of what I've learned to help out your product photography skills, from the right lenses to nailing your lighting and your setup. But before I get into it, remember you can come visit us at the Digital Goja showroom if you're in Miami, and don't forget we publish new content weekly, so make sure to subscribe to our channel, tap the bell icon to get notified about the latest videos. Now, everyone talks about cameras when shooting products, but the right lens may just make or break your shot. Here's what you need to know about lenses when it comes to product photography. First, and obviously enough, you'll want a lens that will give you sharp images. Your images need to be sharp edge to edge. You should also choose a lens with minimal chromatic aberration, also known as color fringing, which is the failure of a lens to focus all the colors to the same point. In other words, the lens fails to focus all colors to the same point, and the image will have this color blur effect around the edges of objects. So choose a higher quality lens, as lower quality lenses tend to have inferior glass, which increases the chances of chromatic aberration. You also want to avoid using a zoom lens at a wide angle, as this also increases the chances of it happening. Chromatic aberration can really rain on your parade. The type of lens you will use also depends on the size of the product that you're shooting and the space in which you're shooting. Typically, you'll want a lens focal length to be longer, in the area of 70 to 200 millimeters, which will give you a nice compressed look to your photos, and it avoids any wide angle distortion. In our case, we're using the Sigma 18 to 300 millimeter contemporary lens, which is really versatile in that it's perfect for smaller products that we're shooting, such as this bag, but at the same time, it can be used for everyday and travel photos. Now, lighting. Lighting just may be the most important aspect of product photography. Good lighting will set the mood and make your product really pop. Poor lighting will make your product unattractive, and there's nothing worse than having an awesome product ruined by harsh shadows, highlights, reflections, or if it gets lost in the background. A typical light setup will consist of a key light, which is the main light used to light the subject, a fill light, which is used to fill in the shadows created by the key light, and a backlight, which is used to separate the subject from the background. Depending on your specific product, you might want to set up a little differently if you want to accentuate specific sections of your product. The key is to make sure the product is isolated from the background as much as possible and properly lit. Do that and you'll create a three-dimensional look, ensuring that the product doesn't look flat. To cut down on harsh lights, make sure to diffuse your lights to get that silky smooth, seamlessly lit shot that you come to expect in product photography. When it comes to your setup, you'll definitely want a tripod, especially when dealing with product photography, since you'll most likely be dealing with a stationary object. You'll most likely be going back and forth between your product and your camera, making tweaks. And if you have your framing just right, you won't want to lose it by not having it on a tripod. Investing in a good tripod is always a great idea, especially since they last for years, and you want to make sure your camera is supported and secure. For your background, typically products are shot on a white background. In order to get the best results, you'll want a white sweep background that achieves that seamless, infinite white backdrop you commonly see with product photography. In our case, we're using a paper white sweep backdrop that you can get from Amazon. Again, depending on your product, it's best to play around with the setup to achieve that awesome result that you're looking for. And remember, practice, practice, practice. If you master these few areas when it comes to product photography, you'll be a pro in no time. And in case you were wondering, there are links for the products shown in this video in the description below, including the Sigma lens, camera bag, flashes, and tripod, so make sure to check those out. If you like this video, remember hit the thumbs up button below, subscribe to our channel, and tap the bell icon. And if you're in Miami, come visit us in the Digital Goja showroom. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.